Hello, crypto pirates and crypto junkies alike. Welcome to another Wake Up Without Kinetics. And here,
Welcome to our
True.
previously scheduled program already in progress. And Peter, do I have to have this right here in my noggin, honestly?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, you have to move.
Hi everyone.
You- I hope
You
you're
can switch
next.
whales or me into it.
Yeah. Can you swap us and me and Dust Bomb? I got an issue with this.
I am. To be honest, I'm
It
a
tastes
noob with
great
this.
though. It tastes like
You just gotta
Tutti
drag
Frutti.
this screen.
Yeah. Like this.
Oh, that's nice. That'll do.
Okay,
Hi Dust Bomb.
okay.
It's great to see you.
Hello, Papa. And hello, everybody on YouTube.
Yes. Hello, Miss Exquisite. I think we have everyone who's watching the Hexasians.
We get the whole Hexasians
Crypto
crew.
Joker, welcome.
Did you guys notice they got we got the shout out from the indirect shout out from Richard on his last stream, right? Somebody shouted out Hexasians from the back of the room.
Yes.
He's like,
Yeah.
Hexasians, nice, yeah.
He knows about us. I think maybe about the.
Maybe I hope so. I think he's been lurking before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the chat few times. I think.
Yeah, I think what he means is that there's just not a big enough representation online as he would like. It's probably what he means.
It comes down to language. We haven't localized a lot of stuff yet, so we're still hammering that out, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Where is your halo, puppy?
Oh, because I was up there and I had the oh, you mean the fuzz around my head? Nice. Yeah.
Bunga, but there is some bunga in here. Oh my god.
Here's my hello.
This is a very old meme.
Very old. The oldest.
Kept alive.
Yeah.
Never gets old.
Exactly. How is everyone?
I wonder if the video is still up. Didn't check it for a while.
You mean
Bunga
Hexo's
video? Yeah, the Bunga video.
I don't know, because Hexologist was kicked out from YouTube some time ago, right? And
it was on a separate channel. The flames and I don't know, the castle or whatever was in the background, some ruins.
You
sound
mean
bunga bunga.
No. That's some ad that somebody was playing on YouTube.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
a long time, and
I found it somewhere on YouTube as a dedicated video. Somebody copied it.
Okay, could be. But like the origins of Bunga, it was created on the
there was a giveaway and Hexo was called out the winner and it was Bunga and he had to verify himself and he couldn't, and it turns out everyone was saying, now I'm Bunga.
Yes.
And then he couldn't verify he was actually cheating or something. A couple days later he came out, he's like, oh, here's my information. I don't know if he ever got the prize. Maybe I think he did, actually. Yeah.
Who knows?
But he's not in our community anymore. I don't see him posting at all. Do you?
Who?
He made off with his hex riches and left the scene, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's on a desert island. I think he won like 1 million hex or something.
On one of his several islands.
Yes.
Island skipping.
I think you have another hex flags in the background. What did you order from Amazon?
No, it's the same, but I finally got the time to unpack the thing, and I didn't decide where to put it yet. I have to make some room there. It's not my house where I'm living in. It's just for the time being, and not a lot of room. I think I'm just gonna somewhere there in the corner.
Come on, let's vacuum on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. It sounds nice. It sounds futuristic. You know, the best part is this one. There is a laser.
What?
All right.
That's showing you. Can you see that?
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, it's too high. You can see the dust. It's probably horrible for all the people, but it has a really nice off sound.
Okay. Hey, is that a ladder in a built-in in your wall right there, in like perfect
Yeah.
precision because you like order? This is where
Yeah.
I keep
I have
my
other
ladder.
stuff here. Oh, this is interesting for people though. Let's talk about
That's
this.
a really weird
Wait, is it?
staking ladder, by the way.
More on the
Sticky
stickers. Here they come.
That's a weird staking ladder.
So I made this.
So,
We have hex stickers.
Nice and round.
The design came out to be perfect.
Precisely 10 centimeters in diameter.
okay.
Yeah,
So-
really nice.
And I'm not sure if the video is actually doing it justice because the colors are really bright. It's the original colors. The magenta and the yellow are really bright, and they pop out. It's comes out perfect because it's three letters, so it's symmetrical. And the round stickers, they're cut out. You can get them cheaper if you get the square, but they look really amazing, and you can pop them any way, and it still looks good because you don't have those extra edges. So I opted for these. Crypto Coffee told me that I can order anywhere online from around the world on Sticker Mooly. So I just ordered a batch of 500 to see how it comes out, and these are amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna share the design with everyone.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this a scratch and sniff? So it smells like the victory?
What?
Smell the stickers?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Scratch and sniff the stickers.
Oh my God,
When we were
no.
kids, we got scratch and sniff stickers when we were in school.
Yeah.
You don't have that in.
Yeah,
in
because they
Russia.
didn't do
No,
that in
it's
Europe.
not a thing.
No.
But-
No,
Those
we
were probably
stopped using
toxic.
drug substances in our stickers years and years ago.
Really?
I don't know what
thank
you're
you.
talking about.
That's a shame.
Yeah, you missed out, man. It was great. Just to scratch them and sniff them.
I noted.
So
back in the
there is
70s.
3 designs. I only printed one because I think that looks the best, but there is 3 versions, and they were designed by Victor, who's also doing all the designs for the channel logos. If you've seen them on Telegram, on for the hex.com, Hex Pro, Hex Trading, and so on, Hex Security, and Postchain. He's doing all those designs, and he did this real quick for me, and he said I'm allowed to use it as I please. So I'm gonna share it with everyone now.
Very nice.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna post them in the hex.com Telegram channel and uncompressed, so you can download them in the original in the original file. You won't see them as a logo, I guess, but you will see the files to download.
Possibly, yeah.
I'm gonna post them in Postchain as well.
Means I got to race there and download it right on stream.
If you didn't know, we also have a Hex design channel where people post all the cool GIFs, videos, logos, templates, and so on.
I can see it like with the icon, with the image. It looks nice. In the Hex in the Telegram channel.
Yeah, so go ahead, people. Spread the love. Spread the information.
Spread the stickers.
Spread the stickers, yes.
Stick the love.
Yeah, those
Pop
stickers look
them
pretty slick.
everywhere.
Mute myself here.
And they look thick.
If if you want to find out where the spam lives, just follow the stickers.
I
Just
don't
follow
see
them.
one sticker stuck behind you though. I'm ashamed of this non-sticking.
Yeah.
You go stick it somewhere right now.
Do,
Oh,
do you remember Henry X? He used to come into the stream, and
Yes.
he had his background was all
Yeah.
stickers.
Before he was a billionaire, that is. Now he's outgrown us.
I mean, yeah, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. We're happy for Henry. I hope to join him on Henry Island one day and go slumming. I believe that the price of admission is one case of Moet.
There we go.
What?
There you go.
Boom.
There is one in the
That's
background
not
now.
permanent. Come on, stick it on the
I know it was a bit of a cop out.
Well, it's really
It wasn't on the
small
actual vacuum. Come on.
on the vacuum.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Oh wait, you can actually. Okay, let's go one on the vacuum.
One on the vacuum.
And what's the white thing next to the vacuum?
The what? The white thing?
Like the.
Oh,
there's
that's
like,
the holder. It's the stand.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
it automatically charges the thing.
Okay. Makes sense.
So this is the battery pack. You can there was also one additional, so it comes off and it's like this.
Oh my god!
You can charge one somewhere else, and one charger goes in there. It's really cool.
Yeah, they got some good engineers over there.
Yeah, they really put a lot of thought into it. It's self-cleaning. Most of the things are modular. You can unscrew them, and really deep clean them if you want to. So I really like that. Usually, if you got some other normal vacuums, you can't really clean them. They're just all glued together, or you can't get to some parts.
Oh, here's a question. What's the price for 500 stickers? I think.
It was, I think, 200 euros. Was at 240 USD. That sticker muli. The more you order, the cheaper it gets per unit. So these ones are I think 40 cents per unit.
Oh, that one's
Or
a
35.
that one was printed upside down. That's very sad for
Yeah,
you. They give you
of
half
course,
price. Yeah. Well, how do you spell the name of the site? Because I'm thinking that there may be a little bit of a pronunciation thing I'm not catching.
Yeah,
here.
you should see if you can get like a better deal, or a company that's maybe in your area or something.
You call it sticker what?
Sticker muli or sticker mule? I don't know.
Mule.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to be saying that other word. Probably.
What?
It's okay. Let's just keep it moving, Papa.
Wales is from New York.
I'm gonna
so he catches
paste
up on
it
you.
in the green room chat.
There we go. Sticker mule. I'm ordering right now. Oh, there we go. That's commitment. Brand new Dyson vacuum, now branded hex.com.
Hex on vacuum.
Beautiful. You're sucking up the gains.
Ooh, yeah. The vacuum.
I also ordered 2 of the books that are on Amazon. Some Hexican made a book explaining DeFi, and then in turn also Hex. It's focused on Hex. I got that one just in case I find some English speaker that I don't have the time. I have a few of the books in my car, so if I ever get into a discussion with someone and I can't stay or something, I'll just hand them out the book.
Okay, that's handy.
So, what were you up to? I watched your stream, your most recent stream, Wales. It was very interesting with the what was it? Staker per hex per staker. That's going down. I love this chart. Wales is gone actually.
Wales has probably some.
Sorry guys, I forgot I muted myself over here. Yeah, a lot of bullish data points in Hex, a lot of them. And the interesting thing is that things got even more bullish during the dump.
Really?
So,
can you share that for us here on this stream too?
Sure. So basically, all of that Hex has gone to Diamond Hands. People gobbled up all of those Hex. No questions asked. So give me a second. I'll pull up the chart.
Yeah, it's like always. There is a run up. The weekends sell, and nobody is left to sell, and we go higher.
Yep. Same as always.
Speaking of dump, what's up with Binance and the 10K wick? Did you see that?
8,200 to be precise. Yeah.
Horrible technology, I think. Yeah. Or just when you have to liquidate everyone.
So technically, Richard Hart was right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I never expected 10K, but I was aiming for 15 and he got it, so. Yo, how did that go? And it happened in ADA too. It went all the way down to 42 cents.
ADA.
Also on Binance. Okay.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it happened to a ton of coins. If you sit there and scroll through those charts that they have there, I'm pretty confident that it happened to a ton of them.
Huh.
So, as always, they'll never learn. And let's just get to the fun charts, right? We already know what these look like. We already know Hex is outperforming Bitcoin and ETH with respect to their age. We already know that Hex is outperforming all of the Bitcoin halvings post its only halving event. Done. T-shares versus the cost of Ethereum and Bitcoin, we're still sustaining value. No real dips to speak of here. T-shares market cap versus Hex, 68.5 billion versus a 32-cent price from a couple of days ago. I think we're currently trading at let's see, 28, probably 29 cents. 27.8. Somebody wants to get out bad. Woo. The cool thing about down moves in Hex is that they're never bearish. They're actually extremely bullish. Down price action in Hex is extremely bullish because of people getting out or people that don't understand.
Yeah, it's a buy opportunity.
Yeah, it's literally that simple. Interestingly enough, but yeah, so total value locked per staker up to a couple days ago, or a couple days ago at this point, $294,000 or 95 rounding up. Come the fuck on, man.
He's cheering you on.
Yeah, no shit, right? 295,000 per staker, and this number just keeps increasing, right? Size is coming into the market, and more stakers are coming into the market. So it's an interesting dynamic because both of these values grow over time along with the price, right? So there's a whole lot of value being locked up.
There are 68.8 thousand stakers.
Yeah, it's almost 69,000 at this point.
It's gonna be 70 soon.
Yeah, probably by the weekend. So in this chart, we got the cost of $10,000 hex or 10,000 hex, value of a T-share, which when you divide the value of a T-share by the cost of 10,000 hex, you get the T-share rate.
T-share rate is double from where we started.
Yeah, and it's about double from where we started, which was 10,000. So when you actually divide these two values, you get a rate of 1.9. You get a number of value that's 1.9, excuse me. And then you would multiply it by that base rate that Dausbaum just referenced, which would give you this number. And I've done this calculation before, and we'll get to it in a little bit because it's important to discuss. So the APY at this point was 36.97 with a 9.88% of all coins staked. But this is a percentage of all coins, not circulating coins. Very important to understand that distinction because that's what these two values are based on.
Last time I checked, it was like 75% of the user coins that are staked. 75, 80%, something around there.
I thought it was 83 or 87%.
Might have been updated by now. It's last time I checked was some
Yeah,
time ago.
I checked the other day. I have to look again though, because I don't remember. I only looked really for one value, so I'll have to go back and take a look. All right,
Yeah.
so this chart. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
Real quick regarding the comment, Jamie Doe, Florida Pottery, nice stickers. As an artist, can I use the Hex logo on coffee, tea, mugs, pots, etc.? Any licensing bullshit? No, we got lots and lots of people that are using the Hex logo and various Hex merch that exists out there. And Richard said in the past that everybody's free to use the logo. If you go to the hex.com website, you can download vector files and PNG files that have the Hex logo, the font and everything. And there is even more on hexpreview.xyz/downloads. Can find all the files there. I'm gonna pop the 2 links into the chat, and then you can paste them to the community. Okay, Peter?
Yeah, that's it. And Wales.
Yep.
The stage is yours.
So this chart is basically just about the T-share rate and how it's good to look at it. At least is how I look at it. That blue line is the actual T-share rate when you're buying and staking Hex at the close, at the rollover price of 8 or 0000 UTC. So if I was to take these values and do the math right now, 62094 322,547. We're gonna get the rate, and then as we detailed earlier, we'd multiply by that 10,000, giving us the rate of 19,251. So at the close, right, when we record the rollover, those values are determining what I like to call a forward T-share rate. And the reason I call it forward is because the actual T-share rate is eventually going to end up there anyway. But this is just a valuation based on actual demand, not based on what the system is producing. Make sense?
I have a question about that. Is it curving upwards or is it steady?
It's curving upwards.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Exponential at some point, right?
Probably.
Slowly, I would say.
I wouldn't say it's gonna be like a hockey stick. I'd say it'd be more like a slant.
Okay.
Like a slant, because it does.
Yeah, but it is going up, so you can see it just barely, and it's it's interesting.
But it's slightly curving up. So yeah.
But that's basically you gotta look. It's because we had a pretty nasty rip here, right? So it should curve up because that's gonna be based on that reversal. Like if you look at the basis, so this yellow line is a T-share basis, which is telling you how much more you're paying in Hex terms versus the actual Hex rate.
Even the T-share rate, it's curving up.
Yeah. And, it jumped. It jumped like 20 something. Like no, I'm lying. It jumped like 40 something Hex, 42 Hex. Yep, it jumped 42 Hex. To this point, 42 Hex.
Yeah, we're also pretty close to the second year, right? I remember we had those big end stakes on every year. So people staked 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and so on. You have those giant unstake mountains in the chart, and we are on the cusp of that, right?
Yeah, we are.
It's happening. There. It's happening right now.
Yeah, we are getting there because I found out the other day, and I didn't know that a lot of people were basing their staking on Bitcoin cycle, which I guess makes sense when you didn't understand T-shares existed at that point or how to look at them. So yeah, you're gonna have those big walls of early stakes coming out here shortly because we are hitting those. This would be the midpoint cycle in a Bitcoin cycle. So.
And every time those old stakes come out, they are in profit. They have the highest interest, the highest earnings, and this ratchets up the T-shares.
Yep.
T-share
It
price.
sure will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure will. So
those
T-shirt
Genesis
price,
shares are ending.
yeah, they're gonna definitely pump the T-share rate because that's what they're supposed to do. I mean,
Yeah.
this is why Hex is so easy. It's very basic, and this is why the price always does one thing. So here we have the T-share payout sum line in orange and the Hex price in this pink here. So the price clearly follows the value proposition because that's what it's designed to do, right? If you're buying Hex, you're buying it to stake it, not do anything else. So yeah, hope that's straightforward because that's why the price is following that line. It's not a coincidence. It's by design. So this is what the payout per T-share sum index looks like in percentage form. So yeah, basically 266,000%. Now this value, right? I didn't even explain this. So this value is basically all the T-shares paid out, all the Hex paid out. Excuse me, all the Hex paid out per T-share since inception. So 2,931 Hex per T-share since inception. Not a little bit of Hex. So in return, that's what it looks like. This yellow line is a payout per T-share index, and it's basically saying a couple of things. Number one is that the payout per T-share has increased 5x since inception, and that there is only upside volatility to this value, which is important because it's letting us know that it's stable, and it's only quote unquote unstable, but in a positive sense, right? Because it's only increasing the rate at which we get paid. It doesn't decrease the rate at which we get paid. In order for the rate at which we get paid to decrease, you would need a serious increase in demand, but that would also be reflected in price, so it would balance out. And here we have daily payout metric, which is basically the same thing as the payout per T-share index. It's just saying it for the system state, and basically the same thing, right? No downside volatility, only upside volatility. So the consistency is what you want here. This is what everybody wants in reality. They just don't know it exists. And when they find it, they're gonna lose their shit. And here we have another way of looking at that consistency, right? And how the upside volatility is the only reality. As you guys can see, 5.757 was the crossover, was a payout per T-share crossover a couple of days ago. And if you look to your left, you'll see that that line is pretty much like the floor, right? Like it doesn't really go lower than that. If it does, it's probably like right here, like 5.72, 5.73. But point is the volatility, meaning the drastic change, right? Just not the, because this is consistent, right? This is what it's always doing. So that's not a function of volatility. Volatility would be these spikes because that's a drastic change, a serious variation. It will cause a variation, right? Because this move was huge. And you don't get 10 hex per T-share on a daily basis. You usually get 5.75. So that's where volatility would come into play.
Yeah. Hey.
What does it count? Sorry, go ahead, Papa.
No, please. You first.
This is day 266. What does it count from since inception?
No. This is
because
this is after big payday. This is basically
after. Okay, so it's plus 365 basically. Okay.
320. Oh no, 338 days. I think we're at right now.
Okay, it was yeah.
We're almost at a year.
I just want to say, is this KNTX trolling us from his other account?
In Homestead.
No. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Homestead.
But it's
funny. Funny stuff. But I have a question.
What did he imagine us looking like?
Like hand puppets, basically. With green noses and orange hair. Hey, Wales, these spikes are because of emergency end stakes.
Correct.
That give us penalties, right?
Correct.
And by that token, I heard today that we had a number of emergency end stakes. Somebody potentially got hacked, 5 stakes, and they went down completely nuked in progression. So we assume that it's a hack. Can anybody else confirm that? Dustbomb, did you hear about that today?
I did see some people talk about it, that it hasn't been calculated yet, but I didn't look into it.
Yeah, that should bump us for tomorrow.
Today, right?
Yeah, multiple millions.
Yeah, there is
Around
still
6.
7 hours, 15 minutes until the rollover.
But
let's see if
we
it's on
don't
the
have to wait
sticker.
for that.
See, here's the follow-on effect though of watching out for your security people. When a hacker does something nasty to you, and they can get the tokens, they dump on the market. So we got to watch our security, not just for you, but for everyone else.
For now, the payout will be 5.79127 hex per T-shirt.
Did you say 5.79127?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's a little bit higher, but yeah, those unstakes they were nearly matured, I think.
No, the ones I'm talking about, there were 5.
5. I see 3 in the staker app right now, but it doesn't display all of them. No, maybe they're on the Higgs Winbot. I see 1,500,000 that have been ended, and then another 2.4. No, that one's a different one.
No, this was not. This was a nuke job. It wasn't CryptoFace doing anything. And
It was 5. It was 5 unstakes.
Yeah,
7 hours ago.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, that was definitely
altogether. It looks like, I don't know, probably a hack or someone just needing how much? 439 ETH. It's one or the other.
And did they get nuked?
Like a little, like those unstakes. One for no, they were nearly matured, like what I can see on either scan. No, those penalties weren't big. Just few $1,000.
So I see 143 out of 116 days.
That's not the one, I don't think.
67 180, 67 100 days. That's the ones I see on the app. Well, there are 5 in total. 1 of 7 days, 31 out of 64 days. So he got out his. With his principal.
Okay, here's a silly one that just came through 3 hours ago. Did you see the shark that halted 13 out of 14
13
days?
out of 14. Yeah, that one is weird. Like just wait one day.
Yes, and it only cost him $66,000 to do that.
Lovely.
24 little hours. Couldn't wait.
Yeah, everyone
net lost
their time.
$57,000 for 24 hours of waiting. Wow.
Let's have a look at the guy.
Live chain analysis.
He didn't see the warning, I guess.
Everyone sees the warning. I don't believe that.
They just click right through it.
They are just warning blind people.
Yep.
Or how to say it.
Well, that's ridiculous. That shark. That was ridiculous.
I don't know. Probably he just woke up and the first thought he had like ES and sell.
I think the prostitute found his keys and said, "Oh, didn't tip me, huh? Well, I'll tip you."
Or a jealous girlfriend.
Or boyfriend. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, immature shark. Very, very well said, CryptoPhil.
Yeah. Well, some people can't handle the games.
Spelled questionably, but yeah, we get the idea.
That guy has 6 million liquid hacks right now.
Who?
He's using Uniswap V3 3 hours ago. he sold some, I guess. 1.5 million.
He would be a shark, so he's got plenty of illiquid hex.
Yeah. He sold 1.5 million.
Oh, the last big
he's still a
selling.
shark. He is on
Yep.
rank number 101. And he was 106 before, so he increased his stake here slightly. And he has rolling stakes, I guess. Let's see what his stakes are. Oh, he has Genesis stakes, lots of them. He he has one that's 10-year out, that's a really big one. 10 million hex. And I guess he didn't value staking out for 15 years. All his 15-year stakes are super small.
Hex Monkey, there is
But
no
he
money in charge.
has kind of a
No
ladder.
one in charge.
He has stuff coming out every 3 months or so.
Yeah, there's only 98 sharks. Hex Monkey pointed that out accurately. There's only 98 sharks.
Okay, yeah, sorry. In my file, it also includes the OA. There is like 8 addresses or so in there. The OA is not counted by the app. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he basically has another 1.2 million rolling stake.
Yes, M is for money. You must save those M's. So anyway, we interrupted Wales in his charts before we get to the good stuff. I imagine. Is that correct, Wales? You still have more to go?
Yeah, plenty more to go.
Please, we want. We'll do our post-mortem analysis on people's end stakings as you go. We can do that in the background. We don't need the dead air for that.
Cool. So check it out. Let's keep going. We already went over this. This is just the everybody gets paid chart. The yellow line is the all-time payout per T-share average. The orange line is the 28-day payout per T-share average. The magenta line is the 55-day payout per T-share average. And as you guys can see, they're pretty in line, right? They're not that far off, 5.78 versus 5.9. They're converging because that payout that we just looked at of 5.75 has been the case for a pretty long time. And it was just a series of days where we've had these nice elevated payouts, but the average is 5.8, 5.7. So over time, we're going to converge into that range, as you guys can see. And these are just expiring shares. And as you guys know, this is what ratchets up the T-share rate. So every time a stake ends, it ratchets up the T-share rate to some extent. It's either recorded in the system as a hex T-share rate change or it's not. So it's just a matter of how much and whether it actually triggers a formulaic change. But it's always recalibrating. As you guys can see, as we go from day to day, the curvature does change, and that's a function of stakes ending and stakes starting, right? And as you guys can note, before the line used to be very rocky, very edgy. Now it's a whole lot smoother, and that's a function of adoption. So that's a good sign. And here we have the correlation charts, and as you guys already know, it's 0, and the returns for Hex are primarily on the right side of the 0 on its x-axis, which is letting you know that the returns are primarily positive. Whereas for Ethereum and Bitcoin, they are spread to the top and bottom of the y-axis, which is letting you know they're not focused on the positive area. They're just all over the place, and it'll be I forgot. Out of place. Here's a Bitcoin chart. Same deal on the x-axis, and as you guys can see, the returns for Bitcoin are spread all over the place. Here's a Hex price earnings ratio, 17.37%. So this is where we get that base doubling rate from. So you would take 365 days out of the year, multiply it by that 17.37%, gives you 63 days, which is, I just round up to 64. So that's where that blue line comes from in that doubling chart. So yeah, so because this is price to earnings, right? So when you look at this, this is telling you that it's 5.51, 5.5 times. So you got to wait 5.5 years to get your money back versus 17%. And this is why Hex is a beast, because it's actually providing value. So the system is forced to do this. This is why it tracks the payout per T-share in dollar terms, because that's the leading indicator, right? And I mean, look, it's not a coincidence, right? Like, we run into these values. It's just a lag, and the lag is smaller over time, and the chart just keeps going up and to the right. So, this shit.
We had a discussion today in post chain about someone who started staking quite late. I think day 500 something. He mentioned that his stakes have only 35 or 36% APY. So it's going down very slightly from the advertised 40%. But that's a function of more people staking.
Yeah, demand. Correct.
And in reverse, the price is going up.
Yep, exactly.
So you get the multiplier by the price, and you're earning a little bit less APY.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a function of bond math. That's all it is. When you have a cash flow paying asset that is designed to pay cash flow, then you have to counterbalance that value, right? That value that exists has to be counterbalanced with demand in the actual market. And that has to come in the form of a price increase because there is demand for that yield, right? So when there's demand for something, it has to, in this instance, it has to go down. It can't go up. That doesn't make sense. Because if there is interest in this item and this item being yield, then that would mean that the intuitive thought is that the value of that yield must go down because the interest in it is so high that it has to push the value down because it is a benefit to the receiver. It is not a liability. Makes sense? It's an actual asset. So because it's an asset, the price of that asset has to go up. And that's why the yield provided by that asset has to go down because that's a function of the reality that's going on between those two mechanisms. So that's just trying to explain it logically, but there's math formulas that show it, right? So that's why this works this way. It's actually just math. So, while the yield might go down, the payout per T-share doesn't change. The value of it increases. You see? Because when it did change, that's when the system kind of took off. Because the payout per T-share did increase at this point, right? Let's go back.
Regarding bonds, by the way, apparently the bond market in legacy finance is breaking apart because people can't get yield anymore in there.
Yep.
That's been discussed recently on a stream I've seen with Tony Robbins and some other gurus from the financial world. They're trying to flee into stocks and housing, anything that's giving them more yield, more interest, I guess I could say.
Yeah, yield.
And they just don't know that Hex exists.
Nope.
Imagine them finding out.
Game over.
Yeah, I mean, KNTX says it all the time that he's coming from the insurance world. Like those people look for yield, and it's just they just have to find out and be a little bit.
That's the whole reason I started streaming because I could tell nobody in the community understood that. Like nobody. That's the whole reason I started streaming. I did, like, if you look at my first series of videos, they're all to help people understand why Hex is going to take over the world. Because it's going to. Period. That's not even debatable. Look at this shit. This is a 2-year yield. 2 years.
What is it? 0.4?
Yeah. And this is high yield. Okay.
Wait, what? The lowest was 0.1? What happened? What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a whole lot that goes on in the world that you guys just don't have a clue because it's not your
Yeah, I'm
world.
not following that at all,
Yeah,
but
it's not your
what?
world. But that's the whole thing. It's not your world. That's all. But
It's
this
horrible.
is stresses in the market. This is stress in the market. Right? That's what this is a sign of. Because people are dumping the most secure asset. This is high quality collateral. This is what people use to borrow, basically, right? To leverage their books. So why are they dumping this? This is not a good sign.
2-year yield. Oh, you got them. Okay, so you got the 10, 5, 2, and what was the last one? Can see
Fed
it?
funds.
Okay, so 31. 30 is the longest one. Okay, so 30, 10, 5, 2. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
So the
30
short
year.
term,
That's a really big commitment for 2%.
you would think.
That's like, and you're still losing against inflation. That's
Of course.
horrible.
Exactly. But what's happening now is that the real rates are hitting highs because inflation is coming into the game. Inflation. So if you type in CPI, it should show you this shit somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Here we go. Just want to make sure I picked the right one. Let's go with this one. Yeah, there you go.
So what is CPI? That's
inflation measure.
okay.
So
that's curving up.
yeah, this is an index.
I've never seen that. I thought
Long
one uses the
inflation.
M2 money supply to measure that.
This is the actual measure.
Okay.
So same difference. It's all bullshit. Doesn't matter. Because all it's showing is that the cost of living is going up. That's all.
Yeah, and
Right?
if you didn't get if you won't get a 5 point something percent.
When is this 100? This is 100. Let's see.
85.
But Wales, the rent, as they say, is too damn high.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everything is too damn high. And it's been for decades, right? Because people just don't understand what the actual mechanism is of these price increases. It's not population increase. That's bullshit. Because productivity goes up. So why should the cost go up? That doesn't line up with the math. That's bullshit. So August 1st, 1983. So that's the base case for this rate. So basically my whole life has seen the cost of living go up 2.7 times.
Has it ever gone down?
No.
Historically? No, it only ever went up.
Yep. Let me know of a point in time where somebody told
well,
you
there is some small
that price goes up. I
comes
mean, this
down, but that's
you have to-
non-consequential, I guess.
Yeah. So check. This is 2008, right? So you have to understand that this is math. This isn't reality because they massage their numbers. So any metric that you see from these folks is going to be false. It's false, misleading data because they pull out. They basically cherry pick what they're going to use to give a calculation. So long story short, this is what they want you to think is going on. And this is bad. So imagine how bad it really is. Something to think about. Yeah, something to think about.
Bad squared.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So going over that, total holders versus X. And this is total all time, so not current. As you guys see, we've already surpassed. So it's time for this to probably catch up to that. And this is current stakers a couple of days ago. So we're going to obviously have more by now. But price is being held up by that, clearly.
Okay, wait, stay on that one.
Yep.
Stay on that one. I would like to point out it's curving upwards.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. It's curving up.
You can see the virality.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I
not
can
linear.
See
we are outpacing the growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It really is.
Imagine selling Ethereum at $1.
Fucking moron.
Wrecked.
Yeah, 100% wrecked.
Oh boy.
And that's what people don't understand. That shit is so funny. It's like, yo, it's simple math. There's like no debate to be had, but it's all right. So this is the current staker to current holder chart, and it's showing that 26% of the current holders are actually stakers. And this is the current. This is the circulating
total, by the way, of total supply, right?
Total, that's a lot.
No, this is circulating supply.
Can you go? No, can you go back? Maybe so 26% staker per holder. 20. Oh, so
current stakers divided by current holders.
But you got those weird like people in there that have only 100 or 200 or 1,000 hex, right? Because I know there was some promotion or something that sent random someone sent, so that skews a little bit the data. Yeah.
There was a huge airdrop of 100 hex to a lot of addresses that had some. I don't know what were the conditions, but it was a lot of hex.
Yeah, I think it was several thousands worth at the time. Now it's more.
Well, that's the same number as the current staker number, so I don't know what to tell you guys.
Okay. Yeah.
It's this number. So, what did I pass it? Yeah, it's this number. So, should be the staker app joint, basically. At least that's what it looks like to me. This is a circulating supply divided by current holder. So, as you guys can see, even after this dip, this just kept dipping.
Yeah, this is the one I like. Yeah. This is amazing.
So, step your brain up. Understand what this chart is saying, because there's nothing but truth in data. Everything else is just lies.
Yeah. I don't know. No other crypto that I've seen had these stats. Even if you go to all those fancy websites, what is it called? Look into something, I don't know, rainbow charts, Bitcoin and whatever. You never had access to this kind of information. And anybody who is looking for real value, for adoption, for virality, he should just jump at those charts and be like, oh, where can I buy in? This is so bullish to see all that growth.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, you got the community. People are driving around in fancy cars. We have such a big how do you say it, spread into the Twitterverse and into YouTube and the streaming. There's so many active participants in the community. I've never ever seen any other community participating as much. Usually you have some like promos from the devs and the live stream once per month or something, but there is no outreach by the community. There is no participation in any other project that I've seen. I mean, I think the best thing is there was like one community that tried to do something in South Africa. They tried to help people, but that was so small, and it was also participation of the devs or something. Like I've never seen any other community be this active. Hex is just amazing in that regard.
Yeah,
only in that regard? Come on.
In all the regards.
We're coming up on our 1 hour point. So Wales, you want to hit any other points?
Yeah, we're gonna look at a few more charts. There's only a few more left. This is showing payout per staker in hex terms is down to 930 hex per T share or hex per staker. So this chart is basically showing that there's just less hex to get paid out to you because there's just more interest in getting this payout because there's more people in the pool. Here you have the staked hex per staker. Again, less hex to go around, right? Because the trend of hex being staked is always going lower because of two things: price and value, right? So it's going to be a compounding effect. And here is the infamous doubling chart.
Nice. I like this one.
Mm.
And that's pretty much it, guys. There's really nothing else after this.
There-
Just the that chart.
I think that there is still opportunity in Hex. Like
100%, man. What do you mean?
there is
Only 2 years old, bro.
so much more to be done. So many games to be made. Like
You know what?
I think we will hit the games Bitcoin did, but faster, a lot faster.
And we don't have to have the dump. If
Yep.
you remember, you have those big cycles.
Look at this.
No, wait.
Oy!
There is no
No
signal
way.
there.
Just in time to give the word.
On the last minutes.
Yeah.
Wait.
So you have
Oh, no,
those
go on.
giant moves up, and then you have for periods of like 2-3 years of stagnation.
Mm,
With the way it's going right now, we don't have to have that.
nope.
With the use case, with the adoption, we can just keep on going.
Exactly. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
There still will be dips, but just like a buy opportunity.
Yo, but dips. This is what you guys gotta understand, man. Dips are irrelevant. They're buying opportunities.
Yeah.
Literally, like dips are so irrelevant. I don't even understand when people talk about them like they're a negative. Like you guys need to be happy that they're happening.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
But my
What is the
games,
current dip, by the way? They're getting smaller as well. It's like 55, 56%.
It was let's measure it.
No, this one was
56.58% on
I mean, we don't
V2
we don't
channel.
know if it's done yet, but nobody
For
knows
now,
what the price
for
is
now.
gonna do. Yeah, for now. So the biggest one we had was 86%.
Yeah. After big payday, the wank down.
Yeah, the big payday one was pretty big. Oh, so did I show you guys how I had come up with $60 like a long time ago on Quant Game?
Oh yes, I
And-
haven't scrolled down yet, so please.
So let's go. You guys want to go over that last thing, and then we can hop off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's do V1.
$60
Getting harder and harder to
is-
buy the dip.
Yeah, $60 in what time frame?
2 days.
Probably by the end of the next year.
The end of the stream?
No,
Whoa, that's some serious moon math.
yeah,
The end of next year would be just fine.
Oh.
right. You would think. Apparently not.
Do you remember when we said 1 cent, 10
Remember?
cents?
I remember.
Everybody's gonna sitting pretty nice with 1 cent, and now 50 cent. Jesus.
Yep.
I stopped explaining Hex. I just told people buy Hex, $60.
My ex, trust me.
And
Just
and
do
funny enough, people get more hyped about that when I say 40% APY. I just say $60.
So a long time ago, basically based what was happening now on what happened back here, and it was basically this move, and we just completed whatever was happening currently, because the amount of selling that we currently seen. Give me a second just to grind it down, because I don't know why it's not showing properly, but I was able to count it differently before. Let me see something.
You're on the volume chart right now.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's because I'm on V1. That's why. Hold on.
Hex Monkey is asking, but what about my feelings, Wills?
What about him? What about him?
Fuck him. That's what.
Pretty much.
He says,
All
what's
right.
more important with Hex, the math or my feelings?
Might be the feelings.
I
if
think
you can't
feelings.
if you can't do math, but then that won't get you paid. So something to think about. So the way I was breaking it down was like this. When you're looking at the volume, right? This is the biggest volume we've had since Big Payday. 33 million last week. Week before that, 28.9 million. Before that, 32 million. So far this week, 18.6 million.
We're talking about sell volume, right?
Yeah. Well, this is total volume, but during red candles.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I understand now. Yeah.
Okay. So this is all volume. We could get a net volume, I think. I don't know if this chart will show me that or not. But can look for one. But yeah, the last time we had this much sale pressure or this much volume during a down move was during November. And look at what we got after that. So that's what I'm basing this fractal on. All right. And I think this is what we have here. And we might end up the week in green. And we still have through Saturday, I think, to finish this week before we get a new candle. So far, so good, as we're still hugging that trend line, and we'll see what it looks like. But we've already got the RSIs basically reloading here. And the MACD is still present on this funky chart. But, that's what I'm basing the fractals on, right? So when you go back to B1, because this just has the biggest data set in terms of charts. Yeah. So now that you guys got all that, this is what I'm basing this next move on, because this is where we kind of got this move from, right? This is basically a little bit more than 1.168, right? Because this is 10,000%, whatever. Then you would take 1.618, which is just a golden ratio, to get the next endpoint. But we got a little bit more than that here. So whatever. But we're not using the ending targets. We're just using time and volume here. So I will just come back here. And we got 294 days here. We can't really forecast time, so we'll just use the same time frame because we're using the same volume and time parameters in terms of the down move that we had. So what I got was I think it was 23,000 or something like that. Hold on, I don't remember anymore. Give me a second. Oh wait, no, I remember the number 66 something. Come on. Yeah, 29,200 something was the number. So we'll just leave it there. That's good enough. So this would be the next price target based on what we just experienced here. And that's just all evolving from this volume, this action that we've had, this price action that we've had, because Hex is technically proficient, right? So because technically it's technically proficient, we could presume that this volume action that we just had is going to cause the same reaction because it performs the same always. It's not designed to do anything.
I would say it would perform even better because we have lower amounts of hex unstaked over time. We had 6 billion unstakes and now we're down to 4.
I mean, let's just go to hex.
The available supply is getting less.
Yeah, it's just getting less. So you're right.
Yeah, I always get happy when I see that tweet from Wilbot that another 500,000 has been staked for 15 years.
Great. It's working. It's amazing. It's working as designed.
Yeah. Right. Oh, by the way, Orion asked, "Hey guys, is KNTX on vacation?" KNTX quit Hex because of the dip. It was too hard. It was too hard for him. So he stepped out of the game. He sold all and
sold it all, and he gave it to me.
Yeah, he didn't even say goodbye. Like
no, he just left.
He just
raised crypto.
Like, hey, you guys, click.
I think he is working. So he's flown out to somewhere.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. That was his last message.
He's just busy. He is not doing any work for you. Don't expect anything.
RTS understands. So what do you want to show?
So we got one last huge couple of big stakes coming out here in October, November, and then after that, that's it.
But that's what I feel like they're saying that every month.
And those aren't going anywhere.
Those are the rolling.
So those are the rolling ones. So for any new
anywhere.
people, any new people that are worried that I've been here only for a week or so, this giant candle that you see there, this is just people going in for a week or a month, and they just keep restaking. They get a little bit of interest out, but that supply that's locked in there is not hitting the market. It's just slowly. Wait for the people at home. It's slowly moving with time.
But like big wallets are doing that.
Yeah.
That's why it's also so big.
Yeah. So it was 6 billion before. Now it's down to 4 billion. Everything is moved out even farther. And what you should focus on are those in the future that are the smaller candles. Can you point on those? Yeah, like those.
Yeah.
Those are the yearly mountains that are in there. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and so on. And then the big one in the middle is the 10-year mark, where most of the people thought that they will max out the bonuses that they get for 10 years of staking. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Wells. And that's just how they selected it based on the years.
Yeah, exactly. Nicely explained.
Yep, very well done. But that's the most transparent supply in crypto.
Yeah.
And here's another transparent data point that can't be hidden. And just everything is trending to bullish. You know, everything is letting credence to this chart being possibly true because of how Hex is designed to work. So it's going to be an interesting next couple of weeks because we still have until November 12th to reach this 64-day target. So,
and just for some perspective, is a certain coin dropping from 65k to 8k, is that bullish?
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Meh.
A lot of people got scammed with.
Meh. the more people make in other coins, the more they can spend on Hex.
Yeah, but when it's a scam wick, they're not making much money, bro.
No. They're getting wrecked.
Yeah, they're getting wrecked.
Those poor people.
Yeah, it's fucked, man. It's fucked. That's why I'm so
everybody who had limit orders on that exchange, they got out of the market. They got their money taken from them.
Yep, exactly.
So shitty.
Exactly.
Remarkable.
Oh well, I think this is the
Get
end.
us out of here,
Peter.
It's time.
I want
outro.
Us to end,
Go.
I want us to end on 1. 3,
Huh?
2, 1. End it. Outro.